Hey guys, it's Caleb, and for this 4-week project I did something with my Arduino. And to people that don't know, an Arduino is a programmable board with just a little circuit board, and you can just do whatever really you can think of for it as long as you know how to wire it, and if you know the coding for Arduinos. So what I did for this is I programmed an LCD display, and I was aiming to get a basic understanding of small electronics. And I also learned about DMX and its purpose and what it's for, all that. And what I use is the only software I use was Arduino's programming software, which has all their code libraries just ready to go for you. Also use some wiring tutorials and guides to show what some components I needed to use did and how they worked. And one big thing I learned here was time management, and my LCD display took way shorter amount of time than I thought it needed. So that's when I went on to learn about DMX. And this is just kind of little tidbit by tidbit thing what I did here. This is a very mundane illustration of how it works, but just kind of shows a little bit what I did. Here you just got the board and the display on the breadboard, of course, and this is when I hook up just the power to the potentiometer. And that potentiometers are just voltage control. That's what that big knob on the end's for. You can see it's getting power there. And that's all the programming stuff. The Arduino's fed commands to say that the commands that go to the LCD come out of those pins. And there you go, I added the backlighting stuff and told it to say I love potatoes. And that's a little thing of the code. The stuff in blue there is actually what it's going to display. And this is the cursor blink. And those delays down there, the shorter that, or the smaller that number, the faster the cursor will blink after the text. And you see the 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, 2. Those are the pins that commands come from on the board itself. And one big thing I learned here is these small electronics have no room for error. If one small thing's messed up, you have to track it down and fix it. And if I could redo this, I'd get some other stuff and do a little bit other small things with the Arduino as well. And one of the most successful moments for me was getting the LCD display to first power up and then getting the first words on it. And that sums up what I did.